If today felt heavy or confusing, you're not broken. You're human. I'm here like your best friend, and I'm going to talk to you the way I'd talk if we were walking home late, shoes in hand, city quiet, and you asked, how do I actually change my life without burning out? Here's the short answer. 1% a day, not 100%. Not a total makeover by tonight. Just one small, honest step forward, over and over. It sounds too simple, almost boring. But boring is how real growth hides from the world. It's not flashy. It's quiet. It's you choosing a glass of water over another soda. It's you opening your laptop for 10 minutes when you'd rather scroll. It's you stepping outside for a 7-minute walk when your mind says later. Those tiny wins are how momentum is born. And no, you don't need perfect plans. You need a direction, a reason, and the courage to start small. I want to walk you through this like a friend who's in your corner and won't let you lie to yourself. We'll talk about daily progress, discipline, failure, long-term goals, and what to do when your motivation disappears. I'll share a true-to-life story that still gives me goosebumps. And I'll leave you with steps you can use tonight, not someday. Why 1% works, even when it looks like nothing is happening. Think of progress like interest in a bank account. Add a tiny bit every day and without asking your permission, it starts to grow on its own. Your brain is a prediction machine. When it sees you repeat small wins, it quietly updates your identity. I'm the type of person who shows up. That identity shift is gold. It means you don't have to argue with yourself every morning. You become the kind of person for whom the action feels natural. There's a quick psychology trick here. Your brain loves consistency. When you do the same small thing at the same time, you reduce the mental cost of starting. No big debate. No drama. Just, all right, this is what I do after coffee. Build your routine like a gentle slope, not a cliff. Keep it so easy it's hard to skip. If it feels embarrassingly small, you're probably doing it right. A short line I love. We are what we repeatedly do. Will Durant, not what we plan, post, or promise. What we repeat. Discipline beats motivation. Because motivation is a kind guest who leaves early. Motivation is loud, exciting, and temporary. It's like a friend who shows up to help you move, but only carries a lamp. Discipline is different. Discipline is quiet and dependable. Discipline shows up when it rains. Discipline carries the couch. Here's the simple truth. Your future is built on the days you don't feel like it. That's where most people stop, and that's exactly where you're going to keep going. Not with force or punishment, but with clarity and kindness. The best way to make discipline stick is to make the first step tiny and the reward immediate. Tiny first step. Open the document. Not write for 2 hours. Immediate reward? Say out loud, nice, streak alive. Then check a box on a paper calendar. Your brain gets a little spark from finishing. It's basic psychology. Immediate feedback wires behavior. Discipline isn't cold. It's CARE. It's you caring enough about future you to make life easier for them. Think of it this way. Every small action is a gift you send forward in time. Future. You is real. They have your face, your hopes, your laugh. Failure isn't a wall, it's a classroom. I want to be crystal clear. Failure will visit. Plans will fall apart. You will skip days. You will mess up. This doesn't mean you're not meant for your goal. It means you're alive and learning. When things go wrong, don't ask, why am I like this? Ask, what happened right before it fell apart? Was I tired? Hungry? Overloaded? Did I try to change too much at once? Did I make the step too big? Switch from blame to curiosity. Curiosity is the doorway back to progress. A short reminder from Marcus Aurelius. The obstacle is the way. Use the stumble as a map. The problem that frustrates you shows you where to grow next. Fix the setup, not yourself. If late-night snacking crushes your mornings, put your running shoes next to your bed and your phone across the room so you must stand to turn off the alarm. Remove friction where it hurts. Add friction where you want to slow down. Find a goal that pulls you when your push runs out. When motivation fades, and it will, your goal has to pull you forward. Think of your goal like a lighthouse, far away, steady, always there. When you don't feel like rowing, look up. That light is your why. Make your goal felt, not just written. Close your eyes and see it. Hear it. Imagine the relief, the pride, the normal Tuesday in that life. Give it a tagline stronger for my kids. Debt-free by 40. Healthy, calm, and present. Keep it short, clear, and on your lock screen. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why can bear almost any how." Put your why where you can see it. When the day gets messy, glance at it and take the next small step. A true-to-life story, the 20-minute promise. Now I will tell you about Ravi, a 37-year-old night shift security guard. He wasn't rich, didn't have fancy degrees, and English wasn't his first language. What he had was a quiet promise he made to himself in a parking lot at 4:10 a.m. after another long shift. 20 minutes a day, no exceptions. Ravi wanted a different job, something with regular hours so he could see his son before bedtime. He chose data analytics because he liked patterns and soccer stats. But the courses looked huge, the math scared him, and he was always tired. So he carved out 20 minutes after his shift, before sleep. Just 20 minutes. He kept a kitchen timer. He stopped mid-chapter if the bell rang. He refused to chase perfection. He built a streak, then a habit, then a quiet confidence. When doubt shouted, he whispered, "Just 20." He flunked an online quiz. Twice. He laughed, rewatched the lesson, took notes like a detective, and tried a third time. Passed. Then he built a tiny portfolio, a neighborhood bike share dashboard, a sales chart for a cousin's shop. Nothing fancy, but real. Months later, a small logistics company needed someone to clean up their spreadsheet chaos. Not a dream job, but a foot in the door. He said yes. He learned on the job. He kept the 20-minute promise. He grew. Within a year, he moved to a daytime analyst role. He leaves work at 5. He cooks on Tuesdays. He reads his son bedtime stories about space and sometimes about data. People say, "Wow, overnight success." Ravi smiles. There was nothing overnight about it. There was a timer, a tired man, and a promise. 20 minutes at a time. The lesson isn't be Ravi. The lesson is make a promise so small you can keep it on your worst day. The psychology of staying steady, kept simple. Habit cue. Tie your new action to something you already do. Example. After I brush my teeth, I stretch for 2 minutes. The old habit becomes the cue for the new one. Friction control. Want more of a behavior? Remove steps. Want less? A DD steps. Healthy snack in arm's reach. Junk food on the top shelf in the garage. Identity first, say, "I'm a runner," even if you're running for 2 minutes. The identity invites the action, and the action reinforces the identity. Visible progress. Paper tracker or a jar of coins. You move when you complete the habit. Visible progress equals steady motivation. Reset fast. Miss once? Fine. Miss twice? We respond. Your rule becomes never miss twice. That one line saves months. What to do when your brain says, I don't feel like it? Answer politely, that's okay. We're only doing 5 minutes. Set a 5-minute timer. Start. If it still feels impossible at the end, stop. You honored the deal. If the engine warms up, and often it does, ride the momentum. This is called behavioral activation, a fancy term for action creates feeling. We wait for the mood to do the work, but the work often creates the mood. Failures and adversity. How to turn pain into fuel. Let's say you tried a business and it flopped. Or you trained for a race and got injured. Or you studied for months and still failed the exam. It hurts. Give yourself space to feel the loss. Then pivot to the 3 questions. What did this teach me about the process? Maybe I need smaller test runs. What did this teach me about myself? Maybe I can handle more than I thought, or maybe I ignore rest until I crash. What will I change next time? Maybe I'll share drafts earlier. Maybe I'll schedule recovery days like workouts. Keep the lesson, lose the shame. Shame freezes learning. Responsibility frees it. A short line from Isaac Newton. Genius is patience. The genius isn't magic, it's a long attention span on the right problem. Hunger without hurry. Stay hungry for growth, not for stress. There's a difference. Hunger says, let's keep moving. Hurry says, we're late, nothing is enough. Hurry burns you out. Hunger feeds you. You can move fast in short bursts, but for a life, you want pace. Pace wins. Pace is kind. Pace is sustainable. When you're tempted to sprint, ask, could I do this pace for a year? If not, dial it down and keep it steady. The tortoise doesn't win because the hare naps. The tortoise wins because the tortoise's plan works any day of the week. Your future self is watching. If that sounds strange, try this. Write a short letter from future you to present you. Make it specific. Thank you for the walks. Even when it rained, ... Thank you for paying the extra $50 on the debt. Thank you for turning off the light at 11 p.m. I live in the world you built. Tape it somewhere you see every day. When the snooze button calls, let that letter call louder. How to choose a goal that actually sticks. Pick one goal that matters for the next 90 days. Just one. Make it specific and controllable. Vague, get healthy. Clear, walk 6,000 steps 5 days a week. Vague, improve my finances. Clear, save $150 a month by cooking dinner 3 nights a week. Write it where you can see it. Tell one person who will cheer for you, not police you. If you want, send them a weekly green dot text. Goal on track, no debate, just the DOT. Let social support be simple and kind. When life knocks you off track, expect interruptions. Kids get sick. Work explodes. Knees hurt. Don't throw the plan away, shrink it. Can't do 30 minutes? Do 3. Can't read a chapter? Read a paragraph? Can't cook a full meal? Chop vegetables for tomorrow. Shrinking keeps the identity alive. I still show up. Remember the rule. Never miss twice. That one sentence will carry you through storms. Passion and perseverance. Grit without the burnout. Passion isn't always fireworks. It can be a quiet pull. On the days the pull fades, borrow structure, your calendar, your checklists, your little rituals. Think of passion like a campfire. Sometimes it blazes, sometimes it's embers. Your habits are the wood. Keep adding small sticks. The flame returns. On shortcuts. I won't lie to you, shortcuts are tempting. They promise quick results. But shortcuts steal something precious, your readiness. A win you didn't grow into is a win you can't keep. Earn it. Learn it. Build the muscles to carry it. That's not punishment. That's safety. That's how you make success durable. Celebrate small wins. Yes, celebrate. Every tiny victory deserves a nod. Why? Because your brain is a scoreboard watcher. If you never let yourself score, you'll quit the game. Did you drink water first thing? NICE. Did you sit down to budget? Boom. Did you say no to something that drains you? That's a win. Smile at it. Put a check mark on paper. Give yourself credit. You're training your mind to see progress, not just problems. The 5-step today plan. Use this tonight. Write your one goal for the next 90 days. Keep it simple and controllable. Pick one daily action that takes 5 to 20 minutes and moves that goal forward. Anchor it to an existing habit. After coffee, after work, before brushing teeth. Make it visual. Paper tracker, calendar, or a jar with 30 paper clips. You move one by one. Set your when life hits. Rule: never miss twice. If you miss, restart small the very next day. If you want a bonus, put your phone in another room for the first hour of your day. Your brain will breathe, and you'll start on your plan before the world starts on you. What about adversity you didn't choose? I wish I could protect you from every storm. I can't. But I can share something from research and from life. People who grow through hard times usually do 3 simple things. They name what happened without sugarcoating it. They ask what tiny action is still in their control today. They connect with someone, one person, who reminds them they're not alone. Do those 3 and you don't just survive, you strengthen. The SCAR becomes part of your STORY, not the END of it. Simple rules for a complicated world. Move your body daily. Even 7 minutes counts. Mood follows motion. Protect your sleep. Tomorrow's willpower starts tonight. Eat like you respect yourself. Not perfect, respectful. Make your bed. Small order creates big energy. Choose your inputs. Less noise, more signal. Replace one doom scroll with a page of a good book. Speak kindly to yourself. If you wouldn't say it to your best friend, don't say it to you. The part where I look you in the eye. I know there were mornings when the mirror felt like a judge. Can I tell you something as a friend? You're not behind. You're building ... Every false start taught you where the cracks are. Now you get to pour better concrete. Start so small that's almost funny. 10 push-ups against the wall. 1 page of reading. 2 minutes of journaling. 5 deep breaths before you speak. Then tomorrow, vote again. Cast another vote for the person you're becoming. That's how you change a life without breaking it. Your legacy starts in the next 10 minutes. Legacy sounds big. Statues and speeches. But the real legacy is daily. It's how you treat the person who can't help you. It's what your kids or friends or coworkers learn by watching you do the right thing when no one's grading you. It's the feeling people get when you walk into a room because they know you bring calm, effort, and care. Ask yourself, what do I want to be known for in the lives I touch? Then practice it today in a small way. If the answer is, I want to be dependable, send the update you promised. If the answer is, I want to be brave, have the hard talk kindly. If the answer is, I want to be healthy, take the walk. Legacy is just identity, repeated in public. The promise. Stay focused. Stay hungry. Keep moving forward. Your future self is real and they are grateful. They will stand in a kitchen you paid off, wearing the shoes you once thought were only for other people, reading a message you sent to help someone else begin. They will say, "Thank you for not giving up on me," and you will know you earned every inch. So if you're listening to this and wondering when to start, the answer is simple. Now. Not with a huge leap, with a small honest step. 1%, 1 page, 1 push-up, $1 saved, 1 apology made, 1 lock screen quote. That reminds you of your why. Your story isn't waiting at the mountaintop. It's written in the climb. I'm with you. Let's take the next step together.